This is the video for routine 100 of the Showmatrix game. It sets the register SG to the game number. SG is going to be used for the seed for the probability distribution down here. Then it does a reset to all probability distributions. Then it sets show answer to 0. Well, we're initializing the game. We don't want to show the answer. We're going to set equally likely to 5. And that's going to be used down here to get a random value. First time it gets a random value for the column count, but it adds 3 to it, so it won't be 0. Then it gets the row count, and it adds 4 to that to make sure it's not 0. Then it gets a starting offset, but for that it multiplies it by 3 and then adds 7 to it. The starting offset. Then it does randomly for the jump X per row, and then it adds the column count to that, because the jump per row must be at least equal to the column count. Then it fills the 200 values of the matrix with 0. Then it sets K to the starting offset, L to the starting value of 101. And then for I of 1, and down here we see the I gets to the row count one at a time. So it's going to go around here for each row. When it does, it sets U to K, V to L, and then it goes around a loop for J of 1 to the column count. So it's going to go around for row count, and within that the column count. Inside there, it's going to set the matrix value at offset U to the value V. Then it's going to add 1 to U, add 1 to V, and go around for each column. But there could be other values in that row depending on what the jump is set to. So there could end up being 0 values at the end of the row. But then when it starts a new row, it adds 100 to L. So the first row will start at 101 and go to the value for the end of the columns, but then there may be some other 0 values. Well, let's go look at it. Here we'll execute it. Here we see it having an offset here of 0 going to 5, but here's another 0 in the row. So the number of columns and the change in index is different. Well, this is the end of the video for routine 100 of Showmatrix.